Hello, everyone. Welcome to our wonderful time to come together and honor Lord Muruga. It is day 2 of 20 free daily chanting and meditation calls where we can come together as a global community and share with one another how it is to expand our consciousness, to open the third eye with the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai, and tapping into the energy of Lord Muruga, the god of the third eye. Skanda Shasti is coming up November 15th to the 20th. That is why we are preparing way ahead of time so that we can clear out any negative congested energies that are no longer serving us. And those congested energies are generally in the subtle body. It's an energy that we pick up, we sponge up. Anything that is negative, fear, anger, frustration, old memories that we can't seem to shake that are causing us to feel stuck in our lives and stuck in the past. So Lord Muruga gets rid of enemies, diseases, debts, litigation, competitors, rivals, that scarcity consciousness. He's closely associated with bringing in the golden age. He is the spiritual warrior. He's the commander-in-chief of the Palladian star constellation, which is what we are moving through here on the Earth plane. We are interfacing with the Palladian star constellation, which is a healing energy. So it's going to also support us to root out negative congested energies in the chakras. So we are going to be honoring Lord Muruga, getting prepared so that when we get into Skanda Shasti, Dr. Pillai will be initiating those people who want to join that service, that program, that he will take us through each night of Skanda Shasti. So it's 6 nights of merging with Lord Muruga's grace, blessings, getting all the courage, the strength, the energy, the ability to rid ourselves of karmas that have been keeping us held back or held down. We're stuck in it. We can't seem to shake it. He helps us with relationships. He helps us to get our ego in check. We can't kill it because then we'd be dead. So we want to make sure that we are transforming ourselves such that we move from a human ego existence, which edges God out. It pushes God to the side. It says, no, later on, I'll talk to you. But now I've got to run after this, run after that, fight battles. And it's tiring. It's exhausting. So Lord Muruga will turn it around, will help us to come out of that mosh pit of energy that we think is fun. But after some time, we know that it isn't. It's such a waste of time, resources, money, energy, and so on. So the ego will be transformed into a divine ego. We have to have one in this physical body. So we will raise the kundalini energy, the goddess energy, the Shakti, the power from the base of the spine, moving up through the 6 major centers, psycho-spiritual centers or chakras. And then we will feel this expansion or breathing in and breathing out of the energy as it moves up and clears these psycho-spiritual centers, the chakras, the energy centers, the divine centers inside of our subtle body that correspond to our physical body. So the spinal cord, the spine in and of itself, the backbone, that which helps us to sit and stand erect. It keeps all the energy raised to that level of the third eye. So as the energy is being raised up, we're going to imagine Lord Muruga's veil, V-E-L or whale. And it is a spear or a lance, as Dr. Pillai says, it's a psychic weapon. So we're going to imagine the shaft of the veil as our backbone. And then this part of the veil, the head of the veil, as our third eye. And the tip is going to pierce the brain, pierce the skull, and open up like a divine Wi-Fi connection to the divine. We need to be receptive. So this is our receiver for energy to come in. So we're going to take this image And then we're going to put it into our backbone and our third eye, and it's going to light up. So once it lights up the brain, we get into that 1,000-petaled lotus, and it becomes like a satellite dish, and it's searching for the right frequency to tune in, and so that we enjoy our lives. So this veil or whale or spear or lance of Lord Muruga is what we're going to be putting into each of these main chakras, starting at the base of the spine and then moving up through the sex center, the navel center, the heart center, the throat center, and the third eye. So once it gets up to the third eye, there's a tremendous amount of light, intelligence, like millions of suns, light and energy. So when we're walking around with that, that's called miracle consciousness. It will help to give us that ability to navigate with more grace, more ease, and the support and blessings of Lord Muruga, Dr. Pillai, and all the Siddha Tamil tradition that he hails from. The Siddhas are enlightened beings. So we may get to that state of enlightenment, and it is the golden age, so the whole body can turn into light. And when that happens, there's no pain, no suffering of any kind, no financial pain, no relationship pain, no problems with your health or your well-being. There's no mental pain or emotional pain. It all gets wiped out. We get a reset. So we get to have a do-over in life, if you will. So that's what Lord Muruga will do for us as we put this image of the veil inside of each of the chakras. And then we can imagine it being there and radiating out divinity inside of us. And then it is also going to attract really wonderful opportunities. So not only will it destroy negativity of all kinds, it will attract people. And so you will be in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. The right people will be there. You will be creating out of things that you were never able to do before. You will find yourself being a leader having more of a leader role in your life. You'll be recognized for that in your family life as well. People will come to you for advice. So these are the kinds of things that you will just say, pinch me, how did this happen? When you get Lord Muruga's grace. So thanks everyone for joining. We're going to get into our state of receptivity where we will align our attention with the chakras, and then are going to be listening to Dr. Pillai's voice, chanting the mantra Om Murugaya Namaha, and that is the name of Lord Muruga. And Muruga means beauty, so beauty of the mind, beauty of the body, beauty of the cells, beauty of the DNA, beauty of the world, beauty of love, beauty of life. So we want to express and experience beauty. There's no relationship to what it is here on the earth plane, because there's a lot of judgment around that. You're going to feel the grace, the beauty of the divine moving through you. And you will just be like, life is beautiful. So that's Muruga, means beautiful or handsome or glorious or gorgeous. So who doesn't want to have an extraordinary, gorgeous, beautiful, handsome life with all the fixins, all the comforts in life? So that's what Lord Muruga will do. He will also help us with technology. He will help us with any kinds of litigations if you are encountering that right now. He will help to bring down your credit card debt. So every call, we are going to be honoring that energy inside of us, that beauty, that grace, that wonderful being, Lord Muruga and his veil, activating all the chakras and helping us to raise the kundalini energy to the third eye, so our brain gets activated with divinity. And that's the only way out. So let's get into it now. We're going to listen to Dr. Pillai chanting the meditation, or chanting the mantra, and we're going to be in a meditative state. So if you can, maybe you can think about what you want to offer to Lord Muruga. You can ask for something that you want, some support or protection, or something that you intend to do and you need his help. So prayer intention, you can write it out on the chat if you'd like to share. You can write it down on a piece of paper, type it on your phone or computer, whatever, or you can think it. So you can say it out loud. We want to declare that when Lord Muruga comes, he's an energy, he's a consciousness, his intelligence is there. So we have to put him to work. We don't want to just start calling out his name and he's like, okay, yeah, what do you want me to do? So have something in mind right now. You can change it tomorrow. You could change it the next day. We're going to just set our intention, and for the whole world, we want to ask Lord Muruga, the Palladian god, to protect everyone, to heal the planet of all the suffering that we have been going through, especially with COVID, to get rid of COVID. It is no longer serving us. It's not helping anyone. So it's taken away our freedoms and taken away our ability to connect with one another in a divine way. So we'll call on Lord Muruga as per Dr. Pillai's recent Facebook message. Maybe if Radha, if you're here, please post a note onto the chat. And with that link from Facebook where Dr. Pillai gave a prayer, he said, we need the blessings of the divine to come in. And it doesn't matter if it's Jesus, it doesn't matter if it's Ganesha or Lord Muruga or Allah or Buddha. We need divinity to be here so that we can live in peace and harmony and respect one another. It's too long. We have been playing, we've been dumbing ourselves down, and certainly Lord Muruga will not allow us to do that anymore. So he's the god of war. Only he's a spiritual warrior. He will crush anyone who wants to raise havoc on the earth plane at this point in time. So with that, there's going to be a tremendous amount of energy coming in. Lord Muruga's color is red. So you may see and experience a lot of red in your meditation or in your chanting. I'm going to be changing the screen so that you will be facing the altar. So if you want to close your eyes while you're chanting a little bit, you can definitely do that to help you go internally, because when we close our eyes, we shut the world out. But sometimes our mind goes all over the map. Our thoughts are racing or they're ratcheting over something. So you can be opening your eyes and then gazing into the images behind me here on the altar. We have Lord Muruga, different forms of him. We've got Dr. Pillai, as well as Agastya, who is the head Siddha of the Tamil Siddhas. So you can pray, bring in the light, bring in miracle consciousness, bring in harmony and peace, because we can't do it, but we definitely can pray. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. So you're going to be closing your eyes and putting your attention internally. We're going to call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles for this program to be a success, so that everyone will experience the light, the love, the super consciousness, the grace, the blessings of Dr. Pillai, all the divine beings. You may have set your intention by now. If you haven't, then maybe you can speak it out. All right, we'll call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles. Focusing on the base of the spine, you want to see a reddish orangish light, or at least imagine it to be there. And this reddish orangish light is going to pour down your legs into your feet and toes, and even pour through the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet, and the reddish orangish light is going to go into the core of the earth, so that Mother Earth can absorb any negativity that you've sponged up. You've absorbed it, so you can release it. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam kuru kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Nirvignam kuru kuru. Now, focus your attention on your backbone and your brain. Imagine a ray of light shooting up from the base of your spine, piercing all the energy centers, the chakras on the way up, the backbone in the subtle body. This ray of light shoots through the top of the skull and goes into the space like a searchlight or an SOS message to Lord Muruga to come enliven your third eye, enliven your brain, light up your nervous system. Get rid of your karma, the Maya ego-driven life, so that you can move with grace and ease and protection. We'll call on Dr. Pillai to send his spiritual transmission or darshan. Absorb it into the pores of your skin. Imagine two beams of light entering your eyes, two beams of light entering your ears, two beams of light shooting up your nostrils, a beam of light entering your tongue, lighting it up. The whole mouth lights up. The back of the throat, light it up. A beam of light pierces your forehead, enters the middle part of your brain, activating the pituitary, the pineal, the third eye. A beam of light enters the top of your skull from above, piercing it, lighting up the brain, lighting up the body. Once again, merge with Dr. Pillai's energy, the light, the intelligence. Ask him to awaken Muruga and the veil in each of your chakras and your third eye. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Now, focus your attention on the base of your spine, in the pelvic region. All your attentional energy is in the root chakra, or Muladhara in Sanskrit. Focus all your attention at the base of the spine and put the veil, the image of the veil, the lance of Lord Muruga, in the root chakra. We're going to chant to Lord Muruga listening to Dr. Pillai's voice that has the power and the energy to unlock this mantra inside of the root chakra.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Om Murugaya Namaha.
The negative forces are cleared from the first chakra. And the first chakra, the Muladhara, is filled with light and the veil. Now, move up to the sex center, the Swastisthana, the second chakra, just above the root chakra. Allow your intuition to guide you. Place the veil, the image of the veil, in the sex center. Fill it with light and the sounds.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Om Murugaya Namaha.
Keep focusing on the second chakra. The negative forces are cleared, and your second chakra is filled with light and the veil, the energy and power of the veil. Now, move up to the navel center or Manipura, the third chakra. Place the image of the veil inside the third chakra, the navel center, in the belly button area, and in the abdomen. Fill it with light, the image of the veil, and the sounds of Lord Muruga.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Om Murugaya Namaha.
Merge with the image of the veil, the light in the third chakra, the heart center. The fourth chakra, the heart center. Fill it with light, the anatta. The veil becomes heated up with your attentional energy in the fourth chakra, the heart center. It's diffusing any deep-seated emotional pain or unfulfilled heart's desires, a broken heart. Fill it with light, the veil, and Muruga.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Om Murugaya Namaha.
Allow the light to release any negative congested energies in the heart center. Fill it with light and love, the vibration of the energy of the veil, and the chant for Lord Muruga. Moving up to the throat center, the Siddhas in Sanskrit. The fifth chakra, put the veil, the image of the veil, in the throat chakra. Allow your intuition to guide you. Fill it with light, the energy of the veil, the sounds of Lord Muruga.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Om Murugaya Namaha.
Focusing your attention on the throat chakra, allowing the veil to release any karma that's stuck, it's stubborn, stuck in the throat. Feel the vibrations, the light, the intelligence of Lord Muruga in the throat chakra. Filling it with light. Now move up to the sixth chakra, the spot between your two eyebrows. Go into the middle of your brain, the Ajna chakra. Place the image of the veil in the third eye. Light it up.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Om Murugaya Namaha.
Keep focusing on the third eye. Allow Dr. Pillai's voice to empower your third eye. He has the siddhi power, the miracle power to enliven your third eye, to awaken it. Keep all your attentional energy on your third eye and listen to Dr. Pillai chanting Lord Muruga's mantra in your third eye. You can chant internally, silently, out loud. You can listen to it. You can meditate. Keep your attention on your third eye for this 108 chants. And imagine the veil going deeper and deeper and deeper in your third eye. Enjoy the practice.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Om Murugaya Murugaya Namaha. Om 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 Murugaya Namaha.
And merge with the image of the veil in your third eye, in all the chakras. Make your prayer to Lord Muruga, to Dr. Pillai, to bless you with harmony and peace, energy, courage, strength, power. Get rid of your ego, karma, and maya, the illusion that you're separated from God consciousness. You can call on Lord Muruga to get rid of enemies, diseases, debts, litigation, suffering in relationships, problems with your job or your business, challenges of all kinds will be diffused by Lord Muruga's grace, blessings, and Dr. Pillai's empowerment at the level of your soul as your spiritual teacher, guiding you to go deeper into your karma, release it, fill your body, mind, and soul, your chakras with the veil, the light, the love of Lord Muruga. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. Just let go. And as you're coming back, you can make your prayer of gratitude. Pray for those people who need it the most. It should be everyone's birthright to have food, clothing, shelter, medicine, education, clean water, people to love and care for them. As we evolve into the golden age, preparing our body, mind, and soul with Lord Muruga's grace, slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. As you're coming back, you can take notice of what's going on with your thoughts, what's happening in your chakras, your body. Maybe you had a vision of Lord Muruga or the veil, or Dr. Pillai, or any divine being. Maybe you received a message that will help you to navigate your situations with more grace and ease, relief. So slowly, slowly come back. I'm going to be shifting over here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from your deep meditation, chanting practice. Thanks so much for joining those of you who need to go. We're going to continue on for a bit. You can share your experiences on the chat if you'd like, your questions if you have any. At this point, what we're here to do is experience something waking up inside of our chakra system. And perhaps you may have experienced the veil, the lance of Lord Muruga, the spear piercing negative congested energies that are clouding our judgment and creating confusion. So the veil will just spear it and get rid of it once and for all. So thank you so much for joining, everyone, and let's check out the chat. So the purpose of these calls is also to remind everyone to check out Pillai Center And then check out Pillai Center Academy as well for any type of Lord Muruga Skanda Shasti, 6 nights of Lord Muruga. The grace and the blessings coming from Dr. Pillai guiding us to participate as best we can and depending on your budget. So these are free services. We're going to carry these all the way through. We're going to guide people through this meditation chanting session all the way through Skanda Shasti. And then there are paid services that have some early bird specials that might be over by now, although you can check that out on Pillai Center. I believe that Radha has posted those links and maybe can post them again so that people don't miss. Because there's so much going on at Pillai Center, we just never know when Dr. Pillai is going to change his mind, which he did. He changed his mind. He was just going to give people the opportunity to take the Muruga immersion course, which was an initiation into the 6 chakras that correspond or align with 6 battle stations, if you will, vortices of energy at 6 very powerful places in India. So that is going to be happening. Swami Nivali and I will be hosting those calls. So there's 6 nights where we'll be coming together, and that will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are already enrolled in the Muruga immersion course through Pillai Center Academy, then you can just jump on those live calls and join us. We're going to go deep because this is a time of the year where you will really feel the blessings, receive the grace, open the third eye, open up all the chakras. So it's a celebration, just as you would in any celebration in life. You go to the party and you hang out and you participate in all the different events and so on, have a beautiful meal and dance and sing and carry on. So that's what we want to do with Lord Muruga. Every night we want to honor that consciousness inside of us and awaken the chakras so that that energy gets released and comes up to the third eye. And then that's where we have our cup runneth over. We own that kingdom within. So it's the power and the energy that is not separate from us. We need the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai to awaken Lord Muruga's energy inside of us with the veil. The veil is a lance, again, for those people who are just joining. It's the image of the veil that I've pierced with a lime, or you can pierce it with a lemon. So this is the veil where we were aligning the chakras along the backbone or the shaft of the veil. And then the head of the veil is the third eye, the midbrain. So we want to always be thinking of the veil that's going to unlock the secrets of each of the chakras. And then that energy comes up. And then when it hits the third eye, then miracles happen. So, and you can also pierce it to get rid of negativity and then throw the lime or the lemon away. Maybe in the morning, by the morning, you can keep it there. Don't keep it for longer than a day for sure. You don't want any negative congested energies sneaking out of that surrogate technology. So check out Pillai Center, check out Pillai Center Academy, and we'll see you in that Muruga immersion course. Dr. Pillai is also going to be initiating people into the latest and greatest teachings of Lord Muruga as per Lord Muruga. Dr. Pillai wasn't going to do it. He didn't plan it. And Lord Muruga said, you must give the initiation to those people, those souls who are going to be coming. They are going to be light bearers, torch bearers for the divine. They're going to be warriors in this time where we really need it. So not that it's going to be a battle as in the wars that we're so used to seeing. It's so sad that we get used to it. So since times immemorial, the dark and light forces are pounding on one another, also not just in war-torn countries, but inside of us. We are torn up. We're in conflict all the time. There's so much agitation. So the God of the third eye says, no, enough of this. We need to evolve. So Dr. Pillai is going to be giving live initiations for 6 nights of Lord Muruga. And then there's also going to be an initiation where you can just purchase that separately. And I believe that Radha has posted all the links there. So you just scroll up the chat if you missed out or you're just joining now. And then you can see if whatever that remedy or the course or the program, the initiation, this program, whatever resonates with your soul, you will know and you will be okay. Don't be fearful. Oh my God, I can't afford it, because that will create a block. And like we've experienced so many times and heard from all of you who have said, well, you know, I can't really afford it. I really want to do it, but I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. And all of a sudden a check came in the mail, or someone paid them back, or they got a bonus. So I received a bonus and I went and did all these services, and it was incredible. I was like, wow, the divine always is preparing us to choose. Are you going to choose the high path, or are you going to choose mundane, where you just end up throwing the stuff out anyways or getting rid of it? You enjoy it for a millisecond and then you just carry on, and that's all it does. That it lasts. Your happiness, your joy, your energy lasts only for a short period of time, whereas your soul's consciousness, it goes on, and it creates miracles in your lives. So it's a greater return on your investment for sure. And then if you really, 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 really want it, your heart's desires, the divine always intervenes and says, all right, I know you're going to put this to good use. So if that's the case, like it has been for many of us, please do that. Honor Lord Muruga. He gave it to you. So Sita's saying here, very true, but sometimes there is a fear how to split the money. And the thing is never make a decision based on fear. If you are, then just don't do it. You don't want to feel anxious. There's already enough to be fearful about and anxious about and upset about and sad about. So the divine knows what you can do. So if you are experiencing any of that, crush it. You just can keep coming here. You'll fill up with joy. You'll be happy. If you're in a Muruga immersion already, come to that course. You already paid for it. It's already done. So enjoy Lord Muruga's blessings that way. There are lots of free YouTubes as well of the teachings of Lord Muruga from Dr. Pillai in the past on Pillai Center YouTube, Pillai Center Practice YouTube, Ashurveda YouTube. So there's lots of free services. And then out of nowhere, you will just be like, Lord Muruga will say, you must do this. Like I was sharing last night. I'm so happy because I get to do a rooster or kukuta homa. And that is so fun. I've been in India and it's tremendous energy, tremendous power. And you feel as if you are on top of the world. And what happens is whatever your prayer is, whatever your intention is, it breaks through that. So if you've had long-standing obstacles, you feel like you have a lot of enemies, hidden enemies or secret enemies, even your own self-sabotage. This is too good to be true. And then you sabotage your life, your relationships. Why do you do it? I don't know. You just do. So that will get crushed. And you will start to realize that this ego-driven, karma-driven, Maya-driven life is not the truth of who you are. And you will live by your truth. So no one can show that to you. You have to unfold into it. You have to unlearn, perhaps, everything you've done to cover it up, to cope. I'm coping. What the heck does that mean? You're copping out, you're coping. It is something that we do, but then if you want the truth, No one can tell you. They can only point you in the direction. You've got to feel it. You've got to experience it. Lord Muruga is the god of wisdom. Wisdom is something that you don't think about. You're just prepared. You're ready to receive. And then that energy is there, that intelligence is there, and it guides you. The intuition becomes so sharp. You don't even know why you're doing what you're doing until you're done it and you go, wow, that was a better idea. That was a better plan. That was a better action for me to take. Thank you, Lord Muruga. So that's what the third eye opening is, and all the chakras. Once they're open, your energy is straight. Means you're aligned. You got a great divine Wi-Fi connection. So you're not flopping all over the place in indecision. Fear, ugh, what does that feel like? In your gut, you want to puke. You want to throw up. So put the veil in your gut, and your gut is where your intuition is. It's your gut feeling. If you listen to your gut and everything turned out perfect. If you didn't listen to your gut, then it's can be a missed opportunity. And then if you didn't listen to your gut and then you went ahead and did it and it wasn't a great thing for you to do and you knew it, but you did it anyways, that's unintelligent behavior. So we want to stop all that. And usually that's emotionally charged. It doesn't mean that you become like a zombie. You just don't, you can note to self is, okay, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm this, I'm that. But you don't push it down. You don't hold on to it. You just call them, okay, clear that out. I cannot function with confusion. I need clarity because clarity is creation. So when all your chakras are clear, your thinking is going to be super clear. So thank you so much. Radha has been posting from Pillai Center Practice, that yellow highlighted Pillai Center Practice chat is Radha sharing about the Muruga Immersion course, Pillai Center Academy. Go check out those courses. There are various courses that you will help you to commune with Lord Muruga. And why is it so important? What does he do? He gets rid of enemies. He gets rid of diseases, ill health, low energy. When we're just like so sluggish, or we just want to give up. We don't even care about anything anymore. Or we don't know what to care about because we're in lockdown. So we need to crush that consciousness with him. So he helps us to come out of it in spite of what everyone else is saying, in spite of what we're saying to ourselves. We may be saying, hey, yeah, I want to do all this. And internally we're going, no, I can't. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough this. I don't know. But yeah, I got a smile on my face. So there's some misalignment. And that is why people on the spiritual path, they say, I've been chanting and doing everything, but you're not telling yourself that you deserve it. You're not telling yourself that you are number one. You are a leader in your life. You're not telling yourself, get up, soldier, take the steps to get going again after it. No matter how many times you fall down and no matter how many times you think, I'm so sick and tired of this, then you are doing it yourself. So get Lord Muruga to do it. And then you will feel that's his grace, that's his blessings. And then being with Dr. Pillai, the spiritual master, he is guiding our souls. He doesn't really even notice what we look like or who we are. You come to a spiritual master to get all that crushed because that's ego driven. Hey, pay attention to me. I need attention. No, he's going to crush that because you're wasting all that energy, that intelligence. And so he will help you to access Lord Muruga, access the veil, keep your attention inside as you're going out and about and doing your things. And then you will know, I'm not going to be in that meeting. That's just going to be a mosh pit of energy. So if I am there, I'll be chanting internally Lord Muruga's energy, his blessings, the veil, his mantra. So you'll start to really commune with these divine sounds, and then feel the energy of Lord Muruga, and you never know what the outcome will be. And you'll be like, yeah. If it's a good one, then Lord Muruga did it. If it was a big mosh pit and you sat back and just observed everything going on because there's just a bunch of arguments, then you're using your energy wisely. You're using your intelligence wisely. You don't need to participate because it's just going to go back and forth and be useless waste of time. And we all know that, but then we have to go and do these things. Then that's life, that's the karma. You also call on Lord Muruga and he would crush it. Maybe it will get canceled, maybe it will get rescheduled, and then it will free up your time to do things that are more productive. So you're very welcome, Sita. So Faraz is saying here, with all the courses I have been into, I was doing lesser of Muruga of late, but he is back with a bang in his Palladian light, preparing us to build up a Skanda Shasti. And that's so true for us and all of us. There's a time and a place for all these beings. That's why people say, oh, you know, I'm so confused. I'm taking all these different courses. Which one should I do? The divine will come in, and when it's his time. So Lord Muruga's days of the year that are really, really powerful, one is his birthday, and then his birth star days every month, and also his Skanda Shasti, these times of Lord Muruga, the 6 days of Lord Muruga. If you haven't been able to come out of your harms and hurdles every year, then this is the time where you get filled up. It's only 6 days out of the year. What? That's, you know, you have 200 or 300 and some odd more days to just do other stuff. But if you just pay attention to these 6 days and full on, meaning you're full of Lord Muruga's energy, his blessings, his grace, you're getting fire labs done, you're getting fired up. The fire lab is direct communication with the divine. So you're like VIP. So you're a very important person to Lord Muruga. You're in the front row. You get to go in behind the stage afterwards. You get to go to dinner with him. You know, this is how VIP you are with Lord Muruga when you participate in fire labs and remedies and all kinds of things that are not just for you as a sponsor for your own self. It's for everybody in your life, because whatever you do on your spiritual path, that is going to impact everyone else because they're part of your karma. So people always say, well, you know, I want to pray for this person, that person. Tell you that you can, but pay attention to yourself. Save yourself first. Who's going to save you? You got to. You have to save yourself. And what does that mean? It just means save your energy, save your intelligence. Not that you're going to covet it so closely and be selfish about it. You're going to be selfless. You're going to be less of yourself. You're going to be more of your higher self. And Lord Muruga will rock your chakras, empower you so that you are communing with him at the right time. So Froz, thanks so much for posting that, because people always ask, I don't know who to pray to when. So this is it. And then you will call on him specifically when you have a problem. Relationship issues, big, big, big deal for Lord Muruga. He wants harmony and peace. And you just want to complain and be crushing your relationships. Knowingly or unknowingly, you're doing it. Even when you're saying to yourself, you become a hidden enemy to yourself when you complain. You complain to yourself or complain out loud. Oh my God, I don't even know. I'm so hypercritical. What? So Lord Muruga will crush that. He'll bring some more intelligence into you. So Muruga's birthday, you'll have to check on the Astrology calendar, Elizabeth, for his birthday. But his consciousness can be birthed inside of you on Tuesdays, power days for Lord Muruga. Mars horas, so the hour that the planet Mars is ruling throughout the days. Kritika star, Chitta star, and Dhanishta star. Those are Mars ruled star days. And then Muruga is the overlord, the CEO of Mars, the planet. So, and then Kritika star and also Vishaka star are associated with Lord Muruga's birthday. So we all have these nakshatras or birth stars where you birth that consciousness into you really easy and readily. So, yeah. So are there any other questions that I missed? Bhairavi is saying that it won't let, oh, you can't post the links to those. So Radha, perhaps you can post the links to the Fire Lab, the Initiation Fire Lab with Dr. Pillai, and also the community. There's a community page on Pillai Center that has, and so it keeps you up to date, because Dr. Pillai always changes his mind according to what the divine plan is. So it's always for the better, but you don't want to miss out. So there was a webinar that Dr. Pillai did along with Lakshmi Jina last Sunday, I believe it was. Check that out. And maybe you can post that here, one of my fabulous friends. And then there is one next week, this weekend coming up, and it's on November 8th. And it's about Skanda Shasti Astrology and Muruga Mythology webinar. So that'll be very interesting. This is all free. So people say, can you tell me stories about Lord Muruga? Go to the pros and YouTube. They're going to be bringing in the energy of 2020. And so join that webinar too. And Pillai Center Practice, Radha has posted the links there, so check it out. And then we'll also start to get those links posted underneath these Pillai Center Practice YouTubes. And then those people who maybe are just joining now and you went, oh, geez, I missed it. Then go and listen to the recording. You can fast forward it to the chanting practice. You can fast forward it to the discussion part of the call so you don't miss. That's why we're having 20 days of this, so that you don't miss. We're going to be taking you along, and Dr. Pillai needs time for you to absorb his consciousness, because when we get into an initiation, if you're not prepared, it's like you'll be 3/4 full of yourself and he'll only be able to put 25% in, and then he'll have to push down. So as these 20 days are rolling out, you can be completely open to receive, or maybe, 25% is you're full, and then there's 75% open, and then he can really just pour the grace, the blessings, the initiation that much more easily and readily. So just keep doing your chanting. Even if you can't come to these live calls, then listen to the recordings and then get into that energy, because it's like a snapshot of this vortex that was created by all you fabulous people. And then every time someone listens to or watches it, please subscribe to this channel too, and then you will get the alerts that say, hey, I know you were distracted, but come and do your chanting and come and meditate on the veil, put it in your chakras, rock your third eye, and get in align with the energy that will get rid of enemies, diseases, debts, litigation. For what, 20 minutes? That's all it takes. So it takes 11 minutes to fill up the chakras with the veil. And we did 18 repetitions of Dr. Pillai guiding your soul to get into that chakra. You got to dig and dig and dig, and then 108 chants in the third eye. Whoa! So, can anyone do this chakra meditation? This is on the internet, live on YouTube. So send the link over to your friends. Share it with anyone. Sita's saying, no questions, Sutrita, just admiring your confidence and your third eye activation. Very powerful. Yeah, good. This is the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai and all the divine beings. We have to, as Dr. Pillai shared many, many, many years ago, you have to become nothing, no one, to become that someone, that full of divinity. So I was like, well, I don't get it. But you have to empty yourself out. We're so full of ourselves. So it's lovely that you shared the confidence. There is no confidence for me. I never know what is going to happen. I'm rarely prepared to do these calls because there's a tremendous amount of energy that comes in. However, before the calls, I'm doing a lot of meditation as I'm working, as I'm doing things around the house. There are Dr. Pillai's audios are playing. Muruga's chant is playing 24/7 during these 20 days in the house, in the space. So that energy is vibing and it's on low volume as I'm doing other things around the space, as well as I'm on calls for work, working on the online. So, and then setting up the altar, I clear it away and then setting it up. That's Lord Muruga saying, okay, we're going to do it this way. I don't know. I don't have an idea about how it's going to happen, but that's where the energy comes through, the intelligence comes through, is the preparation. So not that you are going to go around and do pujas all day, but you can prepare yourself. You can come to before the call. You can have a shower. You can at least wash your face, brush your teeth. You can be ready. You know, everything has been done. Get into a place where there's no distractions. So when we're prepared to be somebody other than this karmic driven, fear mongering, angry, upset, sad, depressed state of being at any given point in time, intermittent with, some laughter, maybe some joy, some smiles, but mostly it's complaining. And mostly it is being hypercritical about yourself or others. So that has to be crushed. It's a consciousness that needs to be crushed. And then another intelligence has to come in and replace it. Otherwise, we'll just keep being that, So Lord Muruga is giving that confidence, that courage, that bravery, that strength, that ability to speak, and people are getting something out of it. Because I don't want to just come to these calls and blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like. But the energy, the intelligence must come through. So Evelyn is saying, I missed the first part about the veil, how to get it, or does it come with a package, or do I just visualize it? That's a great question, Evelyn. So you can purchase it through Pillai Center or Ashraved. It will get energized during Skanda Shasti or prior to that, or on a star day that is really resonating with your birth information, your birth details. So we all have planetary influence at the time of our birth. It was like a snapshot in the universe. Hey, you're here. So that is part of you and part of your karma that gets fulfilled. You want to do that in this lifetime. So the veil can be energized during a great planetary period or a star that's good for you once you purchase it. And then because of COVID, they weren't shipping, but now they are. So they're going to be shipping the veils to everybody around the world. And this is the time to get it. So, and get a couple of them, because you can put one in your purse or your wallet, carry it with you. And then the other one you can have available to pierce limes or lemons and so on. Keep it on your altar. Pour milk on it, pour water on it, juice. So Nalita is saying they're not shipping it yet, I was told. Well, I think within about 10 days to 2 weeks, they are going to be, because what's happening is they're not allowing it to go beyond certain borders. So it does get shipped, but it's some shipments are hanging out in different places until they get cleared. I guess with COVID, they have to really monitor it, which makes sense. Okay, so I think we're finished with today's session, and then we'll see you tomorrow, same time. If you can't make it live, then send your friends over, family members, to get some energy and empowerment. And then also, share it on Facebook, share it in your social media group. You never know how Lord Muruga will push you. That's why you have to not be yourself, full of, oh no, I don't think they're going to. And then let it go. If they do decide, great. If they come and say that was stupid, you go, okay, fine. This is a practice of being who you are, aligned with the divine at any given moment in time, no matter what anyone is saying. How will you know you're evolving is when you get, kickback, or people are not agreeing with you, and you just go, okay, peace. So you practice peace. World peace begins with your own peace, your peace of mind. And you just share, and maybe down the road, they will get their souls lit up. So Euros is saying, namaste from Slovenia. Big thanks. Just landed, put me in half dream state where I levitated for a while, but still heard your voice very clear. Fabulous. That's great. All right. So with that, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thanks to Dr. Pillai for bringing us, our souls together, to do something that is going to not only uplift us individually, but collectively all around the world. You never know, as Dr. Pillai says, you never know what you just did. You just did the world a world of good. So that is something that you can go away with feeling like, hey, I did something selfless, and it is feeling pretty darn good. So God bless you all. Thanks, Radha. Thanks, Bhairavi, and all the teachers who helped out here, our support people here, participants, for creating that space and support for people. Please send your questions to office@PillaiCenter.com or programs@PillaiCenter.com if you have any, about the services, about the programs. And then check out Pillai Center Practice for the recordings of these calls, Pillai Center YouTube for the latest and greatest teachings from Dr. Pillai and the free webinars that are coming up to prepare you for this fabulous time ahead with Lord Muruga. God bless you all. Namaste.